Lovely.
Moving on. We got to talk about Knives Out sequel, Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig is back. Did you guys watch the first one?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I liked the first one a lot.
Did you guys like the first one?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I really
I
liked
loved
it.
the first one. That was like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 movie for me.
100% agree.
This one, I was going into it excited.
Same.
And I was like, I've been waiting for this movie since Knives Out came out, to be honest with you. I saw Knives Out in theater. I was like, I need to see this as soon as it comes out. So we're watching it. We're reviewing it. Came out the 23rd, a little bit later than we would because we had year-end shit. So we had to handle that first. But this movie was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah,
I would
agree.
I would give it that.
I think I like the characters in this. Well, let me reverse that. I like certain characters in this.
Yes.
I like Batista.
Dude, for real, right? Like, I thought it was just me. He actually was like a standout in this movie, right?
Bro, people are hating on Batista. Like, I saw something saying like, "Oh, yeah, there's a reason Dwayne The Rock is the highest paid actor because he's the best." Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, Batista's literally a better actor. Batista's literally a better actor.
He is. Batista's entertaining.
Period.
Batista's a great actor.
I haven't seen...
Everything I saw him in, I loved him.
That's what I'm saying.
Same.
I haven't seen something with Batista where I'm like, man, Batista really could have brought it a little more.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, why? Because he was in 2 minutes of Dune and he plays Drax." Like, I'm like, dude, well, we saw him in Army of the Dead and he was actually really good in that.
Awesome in
like
Army
this,
of the
he was
Dead.
pretty good in. Like, I don't see
he was
why
in
people
Blade
are
Runner,
hating.
and he was good in Blade Runner, which I haven't seen.
Interesting.
I haven't either.
Talking about 2049 or whatever?
Yeah, the new one.
Interesting.
I heard he was great in Blade Runner, but he's a good actor, dude. Like, I think John Cena, out of wrestler actors, John Cena, it goes Batista, John Cena, The Rock.
I would agree.
Agree, actually.
John Cena just needs to try to do something that's not comedy.
Yes.
Because that's all he's done so far, so I don't know what he can and can't do. The Rock, I've seen him try to be serious, not good. You know what I mean?
He's just not a good actor, man.
The reason The Rock just does The Rock for a reason, bro. You know what I mean? My favorite Rock movie is The fucking Rundown. Have you seen The Rundown? The Rundown's goated.
I've never
You
even
sure it's not
heard
the
of
Tooth
that.
Fairy, bro?
Tooth Fairy was bad. Game Plan is good.
Game plan's fun.
Game Plan is good, bro. That's... I gotta go off on this. Because I think you just know exactly what I'm about to say right now. Bro, life is fucked up, right? I can't watch shit when I'm a child and see another child and then grow up and realize they grow up with me. Seeing Madison Pettis now is the most fucked up shit ever.
I forgot that
you know what
she's
I mean?
like not really any younger than I am.
She's older than me.
I'm only a couple months older than her.
Bro, you're 32. Stop lying.
Shut up. I forgot that she's not, 10 years younger than me. That's weird.
I thought she was still 6.
She just stays the same age.
Bro, she got an OnlyFans or something. I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck?
The world's fucked up, dude. World's fucked up. Back on track. Batista's great.
I like Batista, bro.
He killed that shit, bro. He was my favorite. He played like the Twitch streamer, bro. I was like, oh, he's a streamer. He's a Twitch streamer. Then they said out loud he was a Twitch streamer. I was like, that's insane.
Bro,
we're making movies now where they talk about NFTs and Twitch streamers.
Bro, not only that, he's a men's rights Twitch streamer, bro.
We know exactly who that is. We're not gonna say his name, but we know exactly who that. Hey, he just got by the feds, bro.
Bro, he did. The federales got to him.
Back to the lobby, bozo.
God damn, bro. It's a great episode to open the year.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dude, but he was actually standout. I think he was the character. I was like, this is the guy. Like,
Yeah.
Batista will be around for years to come in acting, and I can't wait till he does like a grizzled movie where like he's like a beaten down father who lost his kids and everything like that. And they're like, "Come on, Uncle Batista, you gotta go." He's like, "I can't move on anymore."
Dude, it should just be the new Wolverine, bro.
That would be so cool.
Honestly,
Big ass Wolverine.
I need him as some sort of X-Men.
Colossus would be lit. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Batista killed this movie. I didn't care for many of the other characters this time around.
I don't think I cared for any of... Well, I like Daniel Craig as an actor.
I
as his character from the first movie.
Yeah.
So I kind of separate him. And like I said, I like Batista. I don't think I cared about anybody else. I think Whiskey had at least an interesting point about her. I just don't like. All right, I'm gonna diverge into this.
Okay, here we go.
So that actress was in Outer Banks.
Oh.
And
I looked that up. I saw that.
Very, very much hate that show and her character, so I just can't look at her the same. I apologize to that actress. I just can't like anything that she does at this point. I mean, it ruined it for me, bro. Like that was a huge problem with Natalie Portman for a lot of people for a long time. Was she was doing some real bad roles, bro? Like, and people were like, "Nah, we're all right."
Damn, bro. Outer Banks is that bad?
Yeah.
That was on the list at one point.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't watch that on there, bro. That came out steaming.
That's the super white girl show.
There's a lot of those on Netflix.
I know there are, but
that's the super white girl app, bro.
Did you guys see Kareem?
Yeah,
dude. Okay, let me pull out my notes real quick. I have a note about this.
Bro, Kareem was playing a Boongoose?
Dude, okay. I said, bro, why is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing fucking Among Us on my TV? This movie gonna have a steep uphill climb at this point to get a fair rating.
That's fucked up. Because I think I rewatched Knives Out after watching this as well.
Okay. Yeah.
They mentioned in Knives Out that he sucks at Clue. He doesn't like Clue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, this is video game Clue. So I get, like, he also sucks at that. He hates it. So that's like the bit in this. So I got it a little bit more after just watching Knives Out. So I was like, oh, okay. I get
fair, but not appreciated for me.
Bro, this
I didn't need it.
I think this is the movie I've seen with the most like up to date pop culture references.
Yeah,
but it's fucking me up. Like I don't like it.
They didn't completely. I feel like they didn't do it in a terrible way either. Like they didn't just throw it in your face just to have pop culture references.
Or revisit it in 4 years.
Yeah, my age bad.
Because honestly, like a lot of the stuff we watch on here that we say, oh, that was a terrible pop culture reference, is because it's been out for 4 years, 3 years, and they recorded it before then.
Yeah.
So we're like, wow, that aged terribly. That was stupid.
Well, yeah.
And so for this, I mean, again, a couple years down the road, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, people be like, what the fuck is it Among Us? Like,
what is this?
I didn't even realize, like, all the actors they had in that Kareem, like, Skype call that they were in, that shit fucked me up. I was like, Kareem? I
know.
The other ones were popular as well, but I was just stuck on, why the fuck is Kareem?
Yeah, I was like, why is Kareem here, bro?
Kareem, bro.
Yeah, man. And so then we get into this. I thought the dude who kept saying ignore me throughout the whole movie was going to be, like, a big part of it. That was a good fake out. He wasn't a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually shocked.
He was ignored. I want to tell you guys now. I was watching this movie with someone else. I guessed the whole movie.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Right away. I mean, right away. I'll tell you exactly when I guessed the whole thing. I blew it all open.
All right. Yeah, let's hear it.
Do you remember when Benoit and him are in his office talking?
Yeah.
He's like, why the fuck are you here? Like that part?
Yeah.
In the background, there's a Fibonacci sequence, right? Which is like
the Fibonacci circle. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect spiral. I know that because I read JoJo Steel Ball Run, which that's a big emphasis in that. So I know in media that the Fibonacci, like that shit, is very, very important. I saw it. It was in view. I pointed out I was watching with my cousin. I go, that has something to do with this. And then he was like, what? I was like, that would be a key part because I know that is a big thing in media. Lo and behold, right?
Yeah.
A little bit later, I was like, I think it's Miles. And he was like, what? And I was like, I think it's him because of this, and this. And it was like, the way he was moving, the way everything planned out, and as soon as the drink scene with Batista happened, I was like, he was with him right there. It makes the most sense. I had him. He was, from the get-go, he was the one I pinched down. The only thing that threw me off is, spoiler for anyone who ever wants to watch a movie again, Rian Johnson did an interview on GQ like 4 years ago about Knives Out, right? Okay. I can't remember. He said something like, Apple won't let you have bad guys use their phones in movies.
Oh, yeah.
And Batista and someone else both had Android. And I was like, they're not good guys.
Yep.
They might not be good guys. And so that's where that pull came from. But then I realized, I was like, shit. He said that, so he might know that we know that now. So now he's gonna give them all fucking Google photos. But yeah, I picked up on that right away, and it never did a good job of shaking me off of him.
Yeah, that's fair.
From the whole movie. But I also was watching this under a fine-tooth comb. I rewound like 14 scenes every time. Like, all right,
oh shit,
let me see that. Like when Batista lost the gun, I already knew he lost the gun before they told me he lost the gun. So I was watching it and I rewound it, and like 3 people bumped into Batista separately. And I was like, okay, that one he lost something there. And so it was like Birdie bumped into him. Fucking someone else did. Or yeah, Birdie bumped into him. The black chick bumped into him, then Miles bumped into him, and Miles ended up grabbing the gun. But
yeah,
man, I also didn't like the way they set this shit up, bro. You cannot have half a movie be a flashback.
No,
I know. I was very, I don't know. I get it. I get why they did that, and I did like how they did it. I'll say, because it was very good for people who didn't really understand what was happening and like where it went with her sister, I guess. But that being said, like, it just wasn't, I don't know, it didn't further along the plot. Like, the entire plot line was probably, 20-30 minutes?
It was an hour of the initial shit.
Yeah, but the initial shit...
Including setup.
Uh-huh. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. From the point they got to the island to when the flashback started, 20-30 minutes, probably.
Yeah. And then the rest was flashback until the end.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, is, like, there really wasn't much... There wasn't much progress, I guess, which is fine.
There wasn't a ton of actual mystery. Like, they were literally just explaining everything the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you killed the best character in the movie in Batista, you gotta go flashback to keep him in there.
Yeah.
Now.
So they were like, fuck, get Batista back in there. He's too good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They killed him all so early, bro. And I was like, oh, come on.
You could have killed anyone else.
Please.
I'm glad.
Fucking Batista.
I'm glad that at least one of us got it, because I thought that Whiskey had done it. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
I thought it was Whiskey. Because I was playing mind games with myself, going, well, it's never who you think it is at first, or who they try to make it seem like.
But the first movie, Knives Out did that shit.
I know.
Ransom was the obvious one, and it was him the whole time.
Because every time, it's never the obvious person. They're always like, oh, here's this person, and it's never that person. They did that the first time. But then I was, again, trying to play mind games with myself. I was like, well, here's all these people. I was like, oh, well, Whiskey did it, because that's her man, and she trying to, and then, they made her look stupid at first, and then they showed scenes of her actually being a lot smarter than that. And that furthered my theory, where I was like, but that also kind of hurt it a bit. I was like, well, now that we know she's not stupid, that kind of, defeats my theory of we're going to find out later that she's not stupid and she did all this on purpose.
I'm going to cut you off, but Batista's low-key a cuck.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They called him one, too. I forgot who did. I think it was Benoit said cuckold, or someone said cuckold. I forget. Yeah. But Batista high-key cuck. That's why he's the GOAT.
Hold on. Wait a second. That's why what? Dude, no, I thought Whiskey was doing it all for her plans. Turns out that it was not completely that way, and I was got by this movie.
Get these.
It's fair. I didn't put much thought into it, to be honest. I was just kind of watching it. From somebody who always has bullshit theories, I didn't have one this time, so.
That's crazy, man.
That's
I know.
Shocking.
Yeah.
But I was into this, because I love mystery movies. They don't make enough mystery movies nowadays,
I agree.
I'm looking at you,
good
Death
ones,
on the Nile. Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I tried to put one on here, and then y'all did not like it, so.
Don't, because it was bad. Like, what you saying?
You can't say y'all didn't like it. Half the population didn't like it.
Hey, man.
The reviews on that all said it was shit. So, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the world.
No, that's true.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But this one, God, I don't think it's fair, dude. Knives Out was excellent.
It was amazing.
This is not Knives Out. But I still think out of modern mystery movies, this is better than a lot of them.
I would agree.
I agree.
I thought it was okay to good range.
I really enjoyed the reviews of everything and how everything was tied together. Like, everyone had a motive. Lately, the checkbook with the motive and opportunity thing was super funny, because I was like, yeah, they're right. Like, every single person has a reason. every single person had a shot. You know, I really liked that a lot, and I really wanted Batista to be a bigger part of it.
I mean, and that's another reason I didn't mind how they did the flashbacks as much, is because they kind of pointed out those motives from her just overhearing their conversations.
Yep.
I just didn't care for like any of the characters.
That's the issue, because like I said, I went back and watched Knives Out, and I was like, I liked the characters, even though they weren't good, like good guy characters. I liked more characters in Knives Out.
Yeah.
Marta in Knives Out, she was great. Like you felt sympathetic for her, you know, the main girl in Knives Out,
right? And
her helping him and da da da. Like that was great. She was cool, and then I liked the tropes of each one of them family members a lot. You know,
I was more
of these dudes just spoiled baby Goo Goo Gaga buttheads.
Yeah, I was more invested in the group of them and the plot of that in the first one than I was in the plot of this one with rich dude who has money and is doing terrible things. Like that was just
we know what that's
too
a reference
obvious.
to.
Yeah, 100%.
That was very obviously, you know, Big E, EM, but you got to be careful with, again, you know, pop culture over quality sometimes can get a little bit too much out of control. And I feel like this was too much trying to make a statement about those kind of people, like those billionaire, like, you know, that we all know the name of now, versus some plot at some points, and that's where the issue became.
I agree.
But I still think this was solid. Everyone acted their ass off, like, you know.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
The acting was fantastic.
Batista, again, he on another level.
Yeah,
Even, like, afterwards, like, the cast of the crew were like, yeah, Batista's that guy.
Oh, really?
I mean, they did have a good cast for this, though. Like, they did obviously pay a decent amount of money. I mean, Batista's probably not a cheap get. I mean, Daniel Craig is obviously a known actor. Who they have Kate Hudson in there, like, so I don't know.
That Outer Banks that probably bumped her price up a lot.
Probably,
Got to, yeah.
And you know that dude, Ed Norton.
That's who that
Ed
is.
Norton. Mm-hmm. Ethan Hawke was the assistant dude, the under the radar.
Really?
That was Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Man.
What a good check for him.
Yeah.
That was easy, buddy.
That's crazy.
Just go through the cast now, I guess. Leslie Odom Jr. was Lionel.
Oh.
It says JGL was in it. I don't remember JGL.
JGL. Was he?
Holy shit! JGL was in it.
Was
yeah,
he
that's what it says. I
was
don't
he
remember.
one of the dudes when they were getting on the boat?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Hey, look,
I don't really remember.
If you got JGL, you didn't use it, bro. I'm gonna have to drop the score of this movie.
And obviously Kareem, Serena. But other than that, I mean,
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, JGL was playing Among Us the whole time.
Angela Lansbury must have been one of the people who was playing Among Us.
I mean, shit, even Janelle Monáe was the fucking main chick. I mean, I know she don't really act like that, but
she
did fine.
She's expensive.
Yo Ma.
Shut up! Stop just reading the cast. Fuck you.
No, sorry.
I read off fucking 15 cast members. You go, fuck you, Tristan.
Okay, you read off big people, and you just read Yo Ma. Like,
bro, like Yo Ma is one of the biggest people.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh,
like,
you being
like
uncultured is not. Yes, he's a cello player. You being uncultured is not my.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. All the times I listen to that classical cello, dude.
I only do that because a little anecdote, bro. I was in middle school orchestra, bro, and they said Yo Ma. I was like, Yo Mama, and that was it.
They did reference him in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody one time for a Yo Mama joke, and that's the only time I know that name.
But yeah.
So movie good, Batista better. I give 6.5.
Hey, movie good. Don't care about the cast or characters, I should say. Somewhat invested, little long. Half the movie was a flashback. 6.
Not the best characters. I did enjoy the movie, not so much the plot. But it was entertaining and the setup was good. I'm going with the 7.
Damn. We ran the
consistency
gambit
today, boys.
6, 6.5, 7. Fucked up the average.
Hey, average of a 6.5, man. I mean, we're starting off the year good. 2 semi-consistent ratings.
Yeah, so